officers are getting. Yeah, well, they were on the agenda last time. Maybe it's going to happen again tonight. That's right.
Did you want me to run and get his gavel?
Did I want to what? Yeah, could you do that? Can I borrow it?
Pen here?
That's what I've seen.
I am.
It's like at school, take turns, we'll rotate each community.
Oh.
I don't know. It's Mike.
Blaming me?
Yeah.
What is that?
So the story about Freddie the fire truck is.
Oh, for the love of God. I swear to God, he's 33 going on 90.
What are you talking about? Freddie the fire truck's from a 2-year-old, and she was devastated when the train was being.
I ate dinner 3 hours ago.
Did you? Yeah, he did? Yeah, probably.
When the train was being demolished and taken apart right in front of her.
How often do you go to dinner at a place where there's an ambulance parked out front?
How about finance, parks, and public safety?
So it's okay with Senior Trustee Calandrillo?
Oh, wait, Pat's not coming.
Well, we don't know. Are you okay with that order? I don't care either.
Ask for list for Pat's in case
All right.
she's running late.
Okay.
Pat is running late?
We don't know.
saying if she is, it's
We'll
when she
put
runs.
hers. Oh, there you go.
Take your time, Pat.
You still want that order, Mr. Clerk?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
She removed it, eh?
Me? I don't know why. I've got a new office phone. And it's not working, so I was on the phone with customer support all day
What kind
today.
of phone is it?
Because I'm working primarily out of my house, I've got, I've been using UMA for years, but I had a regular IP plug-in phone. It's a pain in the ass, because I move around the house a lot, and this way, so I got a cordless one. But, so I had to unplug the old base station. It comes with its own base station, plug it in. The base and the handset are connecting, but the network and the base aren't connecting for some reason. So I can't receive any calls. I mean, I'm getting voicemails.
But it's like, it depends when I was doing the Google phone, or the Verizon
Yeah, it's a way,
section.
yeah.
It like, I could never, like it was like a pager, I could never pick it up a lot.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, sorry.
Take your time, Pat.
No, that's right.
Apologies.
We were just marveling in how snazzy Chief McCarthy looks tonight.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Well, I again said, I'm happy to have my colleagues go first tonight.
Because you're a team player, Chief. That's, yeah.
You know, he's one of a
It's a-
kind.
Also, he's got to stay for the main
Yeah.
meeting. Let's not kid a kidder.
No, what's really
That's it, he's not leaving, so.
Yes, exactly.
Such a charitable man. Yeah, it's hard to figure.
We're so fortunate.
What is it?
Give him your blessing. Uh-huh. Okay, who are we starting with?
You good? We'll do finance first.
Okay.
Trustee Guerra?
Here.
Trustee Calandrella?
Here,
Trustee Carroll?
Here,
Finance Committee approval of minutes?
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Calandrillo.
I move to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of the Finance Committee of November the 5th, 2018.
Second.
Any questions, comments, or corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Budget adjustments?
Yeah, can you just give us a real brief rundown? I see it's from one fund to another, but if you could just tell us what it's about.
Yeah, so we had a staff member that was transferred from the Public Works Department to the Village Manager's Office. When he was in the Public Works Department, all of his training and travel related to that training was budgeted in the water and sewer fund. Now that he's charged to the general fund, in order to move that money, we have to actually do a board-approved budget adjustment because it's increasing the overall budget of a fund.
So it's taking 3,870 from one fund, putting it in another.
Yep.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Garrett.
I move to recommend to the village board to approve increasing the fiscal year 2018 general fund expenditure budget by $3,870 and decreasing the fiscal year 2018 water and sewer expenditure budget by $3,870.
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's it for finance.
Parks and Rec approval minutes.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Carroll.
move to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of the Parks and Recreation Committee of November 5th, 2018.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Ice fishing on Lake Sedgwick.
Go ahead, Gary.
Sure, this is
Tee up
our
a little bit.
annual request per village ordinance. The board needs to approve any ice fishing events that are not run by the village themselves. This is with our partners on Lake Sedgwick at District 230, requesting to utilize the ice for ice fishing. Late December, January, February, weather pending, as long as we have thick enough ice. We haven't been able to do it in about the last 3 years. We haven't had the thick enough ice.
Any questions from the board or comments? Go ahead, Pat.
That was my question. 3 years they haven't been able to get out there?
And I don't know if you guys noticed today, PIO sent out an informational email. We did have a nice story about the ice fishing, or not the ice fishing, but the fishing
Yeah.
teams for the high school and the village at Lake Sedgwick today, the tribute.
Have they planted any more of their buckets for
I don't know
breeding?
if they dropped the habitats yet, or the cribs
Okay.
yet. They have constructed them this fall.
Okay, because they've done that
That's what
every
the story
year.
is on.
Sure, they're a wonderful
Oh, it's great.
partner.
Brings a lot of support to the lake.
Definitely.
Mr. Chairman?
Trustee Carroll.
If I could just ask, do we also independently verify the thickness of the ice, or do we just leave it up to 230 to do that?
Typically, Ron verifies how thick it is.
Good.
He's our ambassador for Lake Sedgwick.
Okay.
There's our liaison with the high school.
All right.
Perfect. Any more questions from the audience? Looking for a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Carroll.
I move to recommend that the village board to allow Consolidated School District 230 bass fishing team to utilize Lake Sedgwick for their 2 or 3 day ice fishing event on weekend days in late December 2018, January or February 2019 as ice conditions permit.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The Grange Road irrigation systems.
As a little background, we know that this was sent to the board and that was kicked back for further bidding. So Gary, you want to give us an update?
Oh, yeah, a little more background on this. This was committee approved in June, went to board. It was determined that they'd like to see if we could get some better numbers on it. Went back out to the market. We use BidNet now, so 121 companies were in fact notified according to the BidNet report. The village sent 6 specific emails to local companies that we deal with, advising them that this is out on the market, and 11 companies downloaded the document. So we received 1 responsive bidder.
And the village actively try to promote this with known vendors.
Yes, that was the 6 local vendors that we did reach out to.
So did everything in our power to get the lowest possible bid. Any questions from the committee?
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Carroll.
so we had 1 bidder the first time.
Yes,
It was kicked back, and we still end up with 1 bidder.
yes. The company that bid the first time would have bid the second time, however, within their organization, they missed the date.
Okay. It's good to know because there are
We did reach out.
at least 3 of us on this board will remember that we got the same results after the second round of attempts, so.
Question.
Go ahead, Trustee Carroll.
Is there something about our bid specs that make it undesirable that we could consider changing
For
to
this
get a better
particular
response?
project?
For these, yeah, this isn't the first time we've gotten a poor
This project
response.
is pretty straightforward. This is just the startup and the shutdown of an irrigation
Yeah,
system.
so it's nothing
at the end,
picky.
They're clearing the RPCs, making sure there's no water in any of the lines or any of the heads. It's not a really complex project, but it's in the middle of a Grange Road, which adds to the cost considerably.
Okay. Okay.
And again, it's cheaper to farm out than do in-house.
I don't have the staff to.
Gotta have a plumber.
You just put a hose and no, I'm just
That's at your
Need
house.
big compressors too.
Not
We probably
not
had the
this house.
compressors, but
All right.
Yes, unless you got good insurance. Mr. Chairman,
Any questions from the audience? Go ahead, Trustee Garrett.
I move to recommend to the village board to approve bid number 18-046 LaGrange Road Irrigation System Startup and Shutdown Maintenance to Halloran and Yauk, I think, Incorporated of Lake Forest, Illinois, in an amount not to exceed $39,800 for 2019, $41,000 for 2020, and $42,200 for 2021.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Landscape maintenance contract site additions.
Mr. Chair, this is to award additional sites and amend the contract that we have with our current landscape vendor. This would incorporate the maintenance around the buildings that are listed within the, I think, 13 of them off the top of my head. They would be maintained in the same exact fashion the medians and right-of-ways are. Pre-emergence, mulching, bi-monthly weeding, cleaning. Currently in-house, we don't have the manpower to maintain each building every 2 weeks. This was going to be budget neutral compared to our budget last year as we reduced materials that would be provided by the vendor, and we did cut some seasonal part-time staff.
And probably a better product.
Yes.
Any questions from the committee? Who first? Ladies first. Trustee Garrett.
I'm wondering about the materials used. Do we have any input into the type of weed killers?
We do. We've already specified in the original RFP for all the medians and medians right away and all the landscape beds that they already maintain. I believe it's 99 or 100 sites they currently maintain.
Okay.
The materials that we're specifically speaking about are weed control, pre-emergence, mulch, things along those lines.
Okay.
Typically, they're at them often enough that they're not spraying that much. Most of the weeds are mechanically pulled.
Okay, and where we don't want plant materials, products such as Roundup would be used?
I'm not positive whether or not they use Roundup. I can inquire. That's one of the more common products used in the industry.
I understand, but in light of the news and current judgments, perhaps we need to switch
I can have a
away.
conversation with them on that. I know that in other areas, just for example, we don't utilize chemical weed killers in our playgrounds. We use a natural product, which is more vinegar-based, but at times you have to hit it 2 or 3 times
Yeah,
to get the kill you're looking for. So
yeah, I get
I'll have a
that.
conversation with them.
Especially where we have property adjoining schools,
Understood.
you know, and just playgrounds in general tend to, we hope, attract children.
Well, playgrounds, we do those, we spray that in-house, and that's done with a product called Fight. I can't pronounce it.
Touch the F.
Listen, father of little ones,
Enough word.
PH word.
You should hear him do a pharmaceutical trial. It's no better, trust me.
I'd like to know what that product is later, just for my
I
own,
know, I remember though.
for my own information. Okay.
All right.
I do have a question,
You good?
Mr. Chairman.
Trustee.
I think I already got my answer, but this vendor we got originally from an RFP, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So this is just asking to add these sites to the current contract. Once that contract does expire, we go back out for RFP, they'll all be lumped together again.
Gotcha.
Any questions from the audience? Any more from the committee? Without looking for a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Carroll.
I move to recommend that the village board to approve the site addition of the village buildings landscape maintenance to our current landscaping vendor, Christie Weber Landscapes, an amount not to exceed $62,385, pending approval of the FY 2019 budget.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Day camp field trip busing.
Go ahead. Hey, Nance.
Okay, so back in October, staff put out an RFP to assess busing needs for camp participants for our upcoming day camp season. Transportation is used for all the camps, Buddies, Voyagers, Adventures, and Summer Pals, and they're used for field trips and pool shuttles with at least 3+ hours in length of time. With that being said, 4 bus companies submitted proposals. They were First Student, American School Bus, Positive Connections, and Sunshine Southwest LLC. And after review of the proposals, we're recommending to go with First Student, which met all the requirements needed for the program and provided the lowest price per hour over all 3 years, including the 4th optional year.
And Nance, this is going to be cheaper. There's the cheapest bid, correct?
It was the cheapest bid, and they're actually the company we used with the last contract, and they were fantastic.
Great. Any questions from the committee? Questions from the audience? Looking for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, oops, Mr. Chairman.
Trustee
I move to recommend. I
Pat.
move to recommend
Kira,
to the
you
Board
trust
of
Kira.
Trustees to approve accepting the proposal and awarding the contract for day camp bus service to First Student Bus Company in the amount of $19,650 for summer 2019 and budgeted amounts for summer 2020 and 2021 with an option to renew in summer 2022 for budgeted amounts.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public safety approval of minutes?
Mr. Chairman?
Trustee Calendro.
I move to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of Public Safety Committee of November 5th, 2018.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Amendment to Title II, Chapter 2 of the Village Code?
Chief?
Madam Chairman, this is an amendment to our ESCO ordinance, which has not been amended since 1975. Since that time, there's been numerous amendments to what is now the Illinois Emergency Management Agency Act, including amendments up to June of this year. In addition, we have our disaster plan for the county department of Homeland Security, which also requires an up-to-date ESCO ordinance. So we have made all the appropriate changes to the ordinance as required by the Illinois Emergency Management Act, and other changes that have taken place since 1975, such as from the home rule community, is that, as you'll see, it's about the provision of allowing a certain amount of levy for the home rule community, for the entire village. So those are the changes that were made. Everything else remained basically the same, other than including those amendments required to be heard.
Okay. And you maintain control over this through the police department, right? The police department has oversight.
As a director, has been appointed by the village manager under the direction, as the coordinator is under the direction and control of the chief of police.
Okay. Any questions from the committee? From the community? Chair will entertain a motion.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Carroll.
I move to recommend that the village board to pass an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending Title II, Chapter 2 of the Orland Park Village Code in regard to establishment of an emergency services and disaster agency.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
We didn't want to rush into anything
Second.
since 1970.
75.
All in favor?
Aye.
We'll be back at 7.
Off to the races.
Oh, now that this thing says emergency, I'm going to give it to the chief now that we have an ESDA. Now that we have an ESDA, this says emergency lab. Oh, emergency lab. I didn't
Do
finish
we
reading.
know what is in
Emery,
there
do you
for
have a
emergencies? Is that what it is? Are you serious? It is. This used to be in Bernie's office.